It's the video we've all been waiting for! Just having an icy cold Sapporo because spring has sprung. It was 70 degrees today. I went and got my hair done by my colorist and she literally killed it. Yeah, she's blonde again. You know when you have a hairstyle and a hair color that just makes you feel like the best version of yourself? That's how this hairstyle and color makes me feel. That's where I'm at with my hair right now because it's been a long journey to get back to this. Basically, my colorist, who is a wizard, if you're ever in Manhattan and you want like the best color of your life, especially if you're blonde, go to my colorist. She is phenomenal. Her name is Chris. I'm going to link all of her information down below, but really she has just made me feel beautiful again. I don't know how else to say it. That's so cheesy, but she really has. So basically she kept my natural color to use as low lights and then just foiled the hell out of my hair and added blonde into it. And my God, she nailed it. So thank you so much to Chris. I am feeling sassy today. Okay, so this video is going to be all about my makeup recommendations. I'm going to be doing another video coming up about my skincare, hair care, and body care recommendations from Sephora as well. And before I get going today, I do want to mention that everything I'm talking about is linked down below in the description box. If you are planning on making a Sephora sale purchase, I would so appreciate it if you would shop through my links because it really helps to support my channel so that I can bring you more content like this. And if you don't shop through my links, shop through somebody's link because it's like the easiest thing you can do. It helps support the content you watch, and it's just like a no-brainer. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cate the Great Beauty. I am an exclusively pro-choice influencer, which means that I only feature products from brands that are loudly and proudly pro-choice. I do have my pro-choice beauty brand list, which is refreshed and updated every single month, and that can be found on my Instagram, which is open to anyone. My Instagram is public. Even if you don't have an Instagram account, you can head on over to my Instagram profile, screenshot that list, and keep it on your phone with you at all times. If you're interested to know how I curated my list, you can go to my Instagram and find that little dot that says pro-choice, and you can check that out. It has tons of info on how I made this list. And of course, you can always be assured that everything I talk about here today is from a vocally pro-choice brand. Okay, now let's get into it. First, I'm going to start with primer, and I have one primer and one primer only. This is the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. This is also gonna be in my skincare recommendations because first and foremost, this is incredible skincare. I am already down to the very bottom of my second bottle of this, and I absolutely will be repurchasing this. It's kind of like a cross between the lightest facial oil you can imagine and a serum. But it really is just a very watery serum that you press into your face, and I like to put it on over one of my favorite essences or facial mists. This is just a key step in my skincare, and it also just happens to prep my skin beautifully for makeup as well. If I'm wearing any of these products on my face today, I am gonna point that out for you so you can see it in action. I am wearing this as my primer today. So now I'm moving on to foundation, and I have 3 foundations to share with you. I'm going to start with my hands down #1 foundation, and that is the brand new Safe foundation. I have not shut up about this. I'm wearing it today, and I have literally worn it every single day that I've worn makeup. I have worn this foundation since I got it in my hot little hands. I try this foundation every which way you can imagine. I've tried different application styles, and I can tell you that my personal recommendation for the best way to apply this foundation is over very light skincare, i.e. the Merit Instant Glow Serum. Then put 1 pump of this in your hand and dot it all over your face and blend it out with a beauty blender. That to me is absolute perfection in terms of application with this foundation. I just don't know like how to put this foundation into words. It just makes my skin glow, yet not glow too much. You know what I mean? I do set this with powder. I set it with a blurring powder, which I feel like gives me my best results. I just feel like it's a balanced foundation. I feel like when I wear this, my skin doesn't look too glowy. It doesn't look too matte. The next foundation I want to talk about is one that I have definitely put in other Sephora recommendations videos, and that is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Tinted Moisturizer. It does have an SPF of 30, which is fantastic. This is just another foundation that never does me wrong. I've never applied this and been like, that wasn't my best application. Like, every single time it works out. It always looks natural. It looks dewy. It's also really, really great for anyone who's having skin issues, because this is one of, I think, the only foundations that has been approved by the National Eczema Association. So if I am having like challenges with my skin, if I've like over exfoliated, anything like that, I definitely turn to this. And I'm honestly like at the very, very end of this. So this is definitely something I'm gonna have to be restocking in the future. I am in the shade Melrose, and I will tell you, the last time I checked, Sephora lists the shade Melrose as like warm toned or something like that. It's not. It's absolutely not. This is definitely a neutral shade because I have cool tone skin. So I definitely can't wear foundations that are suited for warm tones or yellow tones. I find that a little confusing. So if that helps anyone out there, there you go. God, it just never does me wrong. And the third foundation is the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I love this. I didn't start using it when it released because they sent it to me and they sent me a shade that was too light. And I kind of just forgot about it and forgot to repurchase it. So I got around to that a couple months ago, and I really, really like this tinted moisturizer. This is a solid tinted moisturizer. I think both of these are really like lovely travel options as well, because the packaging kind of lends itself to that. But I'm gonna be real with you. Would I choose either of these over the Say? No, I would not. They're fantastic. That's just how good I feel the Say is on my skin. So, but I want to give you options because honestly, some people are not a fan of this. And these are really, really nice tinted moisturizer options. I have a new concealer. I have been waiting to get this for so long. So many people have recommended this to me. This is the Sephora brand Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I don't think I own anything that's Sephora brand, but this has blown me away. I am wearing this as my concealer today. I am the shade Buttercream, and this shade is like dead on. It just gives me the most gorgeous brightening. I really like this formula because while it is creamy, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but it is pretty thin. So damn, this blends out quickly and easily. I like this because it goes on creamy, but once you blend it out, I feel like it sets down really, really well. I do set it with a little bit of powder just because I like to wear mascara on my lower lashes, but this just blends in the blink of an eye. I'm so impressed with this. This is definitely my #1 concealer right now. And then the other concealer I have to mention is my Glossier Stretch Concealer. It has been with me since day one on my channel. I believe this is my second or third jar of the Stretch Concealer. I am in the shade G11, and I use this all the time. I use it if I need to just like kind of touch things up around my nose. This is just such an easy blendable product. It blends just beautifully with the warmth of your finger. I love this concealer so much. It's very, very different from the concealer I just talked about. This is very hydrating. It's very emollient. If that's something that you're looking for in a concealer, you're going to love this. And the reason it's called Stretch Concealer is it really does do such a beautiful job of stretching on top of your skin. It blends out in the blink of an eye. Just gorgeous. I love this so much. It's so quick and easy. I also know people who swear by this as their actual base. Like, it's a one and done. It's a foundation and it's a concealer. You can absolutely do that as well. So this is a really versatile, handy product that also just feels really beautiful on the skin. Okay, so I only have one bronzer recommendation. I really honed in on this one, and it is the Merit Bronze Balm. I have this in 2 different shades. The lightest shade is the shade, Yes, okay, the lightest shade is Clay, and then the deeper shade is Sen. I have on Sen right now. I'm gonna pull out my Tower 28 bronzer, the Sculptino contour that they just came out with. I have this in the shade Broad. I had a subscriber, thank you, Joanna Yas, tell me that this actually isn't pronounced Broad, it's pronounced Broad because of, I don't know, it's like named after a museum or something. Anyway, I have this in the shade Broad. This is just very particular to me and my skin tone, but in terms of like shade, this just did not work for me as well as the Bronze Balm. I feel like this actually pulled a little bit yellow for me, which, as I said before, is a problem because I'm cool toned. So this is fallen to the wayside. I really had high hopes for this because I really loved this formula, and I can make it work. I can make it work. It looks nice, but like this is just effortless. You know what I mean? Like these shade matches are just dead on for me, and I just love how sheer they are. This is just the perfect amount of bronze, and I fully go in. Like I go, oh, I do the deal. Like I don't pussyfoot around this, and it still blends out like a dream. Like look at how just incredibly natural this looks. And you need to remember how pale I actually am. Oh God. I mean, you can see like this is actually how pale my skin is right now. Okay, next I'm going to talk about eyeshadow, and I only have one eyeshadow. I know, like, what kind of influencer am I? But admittedly, if you follow me, I'm not big on the eyeshadows. I'm a very, very simple bitch. I am not a palette person. I am like the most simple person when it comes to eyeshadow. So basically all I turn to are the Kaja eyeshadow stacks. I'm gonna pull out two of my favorite shades right now. It is Glowing Guava and Chocolate Dahlia. And these are just perfect for me because honestly, I don't need a whole palette. Like 3 shades is enough. And to be honest, I'm probably only going to end up using one of them, maybe 2. No, not 2, just 1. Like, let's be honest, okay? I really love Chocolate Dahlia because the top shade is this beautiful champagne, and then the middle shade is a shade that I use as an everyday shade all the time. This is just a really nice neutral brown, so when you go in with this first, and then you top it with this, like, get out of town. And then the Glowing Guava stack is really pretty. This is another nice matte neutral that I turn to. And then there's this stunner right here, just absolutely gorgeous. And these are so easily applied with my finger. I'll just swipe them on and I'll quickly go over them with a brush just to make sure they're nice and blended, but I basically don't even have to do that. Super duper easy to travel with. I'm a person who has really limited space, so something like this is way more ideal for me than like a full-blown palette. I have one brow product to talk about, and that is the brand new Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I love this product. I used it on my brows today. I first off went in with a pencil, and then I go in with this, and this just sets my brows beautifully and gives me, I mean, I don't need to do this because they're already set, but it gives me just that really nice, well, fluffed up look. And I like that it's all in one because, you know, I loved the e.l.f. dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. Love that, but there's more involved with that. I have to have my own spoolie and dip it in. Nope, not with this. All in one. I'm a fan. Okay, moving on to mascara. And this is a really important category for me because you know how I feel about mascara. So important. I go hard with the mascara. And this is like the #1 winner for me. This is the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. I really love this for an all-in-one mascara that gives me the oomph that I really, really like. I love the shape of I love everything about it. I love the shape of the wand. I love that it gives me length and I can go in and build it, but it also gives me lusciousness as well. I love that it's only $20, which I think is a really decent price for kind of like a mid to high-end brand. I mean, you're not gonna pay that much less for your favorite drugstore mascara. I'm actually not wearing this today though. Today, I am wearing the Rare Beauty mascara. I kind of forgot about this when I got swept up in the craze of the Tower 28, but I revisited this and I was like, damn, this is a good mascara. So if I want something a little bit more feathery, honestly, I'm going to compare this to the Beauty Pie Uber Volume Mascara. I feel like they have kind of similar wands and they both give me that fluffiness that I love. And the third mascara I want to mention is an oldie but a goodie, and again I kind of rediscovered it because I had to kind of get rid of a bunch of mascaras that I loved. This is the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. This is a great mascara. This is very similar in concept to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk push-up lashes. It has that same wand that has a double situation. So one side is flat and you're gonna push your lashes up with that, and then the other side is for defining your lashes and giving you that length. These are all really solid mascaras, and I'm being real with you, I honestly couldn't tell you which one is better. They're all just really nice. They're all a little bit different. I think it just depends on what kind of wand you prefer. Okay, alert the media, hold the phone, stop the presses. We're about to talk about blush. And first I'm gonna mention my #1 run, do not walk recommendation. That is the Merit Flush Balms. This is the shade Fox. This is the shade Stockholm. These are my two favorite shades. I'm being silly about it because I have literally talked about these shades so much. It's kind of over the top. I have swatched all of the Merit Flush Balm shades, I believe, on my Instagram stories as well. So definitely follow me on Instagram because I do kind of like little extra content on there. My heart has been stolen by Fox, and it's just kind of funny to me because out of the 4 new shades that they released recently, this was the one where I was like, meh, I don't need that one. Yeah, right, Cate. This shade Stockholm can lay me down and have its way with me. I mean, truly, I already have a backup of this shade. That's how much I love it. I'm gonna put just like a little bit more on, even though, do I need it? No, but what does need even mean? It's a value judgment at this point. If you don't want to use a highlighter, you don't have to, because you just tap these babies in and they have the most beautiful natural glow to them. The thing that I want to drive home about these is that they are very, very versatile and they work no matter how you apply them. If you're a person who likes a glowy blush, you're gonna love them. If you're a person who doesn't like that, you can also apply these so that they're not glowy. You can set them with powder. They're incredibly workable. I cannot say enough. Okay, next we're moving on to the Tower 28 blushes. These are stunning as well, just beautiful cream blushes. These are the Beach Please buildable luminous color for cheeks and lips. You could wear any of these blushes on your lips. These are kind of a mess. I don't love the packaging, but the formula and the shades are absolutely beautiful. These are my two favorites. The shade is called Rush Hour, which is a beautiful peach. Then you can see what a mess these are. I didn't even try to clean these up for you. I want you to see. So this is the shade Happy Hour. And sometimes I like to mix the two. I actually did that for a reel and it was stunning. Okay, so I do want to mention a powder blush because powder blush, I have not forgotten you. You are not forsaken. I just have one and it's the KVD Everlasting Blush. This is in the shade Poppy, which I don't think is easy to find anymore. I don't even think it's available, but I just really am here to talk about the formula. This is just a really nice, finely milled, gorgeous powder blush. I don't have a lot to go on about it, but I really, really like this, and I'm definitely interested in purchasing more shades. That's it. We're moving on to lips. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. These are the Rare Beauty lip oils. Everyone's talking about these, and I actually did a very in-depth comparison video of this as well as the next product I'm going to talk about, which is the Merit lip oils. So I'm going to be a little bit more brief in this video. If you would like more information, more detail, I'm going to link that video down below. Definitely check that out because it's very fleshed out. These Rare Beauty lip oils are absolutely stunning. They are not what I expected them to be. I really don't even know what I expect from a lip oil because every lip oil has been so vastly different that I'm not even quite sure. But all I know is that I really like this product, and for me, this product is more of a stain. It goes on really beautifully, really emollient. I will say the shine doesn't last. It definitely fades away, but what I love about this product is that when that shine fades away, it leaves you with this beautiful tint to your lips, which I then just keep applying like a hydrating gloss over all day long, and it looks stunning. Definitely go check out the video I referenced because you're going to see all of that firsthand. You're going to see how I apply these lip oils, everything like that. They're truly, truly beautiful. And even the ones that I didn't think I'd like the browns and the purples and all of that stuff, I am in love with. They sent me the whole shade range and I'm keeping all the shades, which is kind of shocking because I really generally never do that. There's probably a couple shades where I'm like, yeah, not so much. Nope, not with these. But I just want to drive home that if you're a person who's looking for an all-in-one lip product that is like a stain, but also like really hydrating and stays hydrated, this is not what this is. Okay, so this Merit lip oil, I could not wait to get into my hands. Just everything about it. The packaging, the shades, it comes in 4 different shades. It just looks so juicy. It looked like what I want in a lip oil. And what I want to make clear is that they first came out with their lip oils, which are called Shade Slicks. And I tried those and I did not like the formula. It was drying, it was thin, I was not a fan, I returned it. This is a different formula. This is the Shade Slick, but it is a gelée formula, and I really like this so much better. The other fantastic thing about this is that it changes according to your pH. So it gives you this really, really beautiful stain to your lips as well. Now, nothing near this. Like, this is very pigmented. shade. And this is a very subtle light stain. Again, if you want to see details, go check out that video. But I have the shade Maraschino. I can't remember what subscriber said this, and if it's you, please speak up, but they said that Merit is like a more affordable Westman Atelier, and that is such a good call. It's all about minimalism. It's all about things that feel good on your skin, on your lips. This is just going to give you a really beautiful sheer tint to your lips, and it is a bare lip effect. So if you're a person who wants this kind of pigment, you need to do this because you ain't gonna get it with this. The whole point of this is that whole sort of like summertime, glossy, sexy, juicy lip vibe. I do like to do like 2 swipes on the top and bottom lip of this just to get like the most product I can and build this up to its juiciest. And it is a little bit buildable as well. Again, if you're a minimalist, if you like that whole kind of sexy, barely there, shiny lip, I think you're gonna love this. This is probably one of the most eye-catching products I think I've ever seen. Like, truly just so gorgeous. I definitely want to get the shade Les Deux, which is a sheer pink. That's the other shade that I definitely want to, I mean, I want all the shades, but that's gonna be the next one. And then we have the Tower 28 Juice Balms. Guys, these are just such an easy product. Another product that I just keep in my bag at all times, especially these 2 shades, which this one is called Shake and this one is called Mix. I like to mix these 2 shades. So Mix is a nude and Shake is just this beautiful baby pink. And these are, you know, those lip products that you can apply without even looking. That's my favorite kind because I'm lazy. And then we have Drink and Squeeze, which are just like, are those not perfect summertime shades if you've ever seen them? And Drink is a red with just like a little bit of pink to it, a tad bit of pink, and then this is just orangey goodness. These are definitely shades that I have to look in a mirror to apply because they're a little bit more pigmented, but the best thing to do with these is apply them to your lips and then buff them out with the warmth of your finger. Ooh, it's sexy. I can't believe we've already made it to highlight, but here we, oh wait, no, I forgot a product. I always forget to mention the Fenty body sauce, which is crazy because it's honestly one of my most used products ever. I still love this product. It does me right. Every single time I used it, I actually, you know, used it on my neck, my décolleté, just to make sure I looked nice and bronzy for whatever bronzer and color I was going to put on my face. I can't say enough about the Fenty body sauce. I think I forget to mention it because it really is in its own category. This saves me in the summertime when I want a little bit of color. You know, I'm not a person who's out there tanning anymore. Man, oh man, did I used to. Whew, I was a sun worshiper. When I was a performer on cruise ships, I was out there in the Caribbean sun all the time. I mean, I had SPF on, but I would get really tan. Well, those days are gone. So I look to this product actually to kind of give me a little bit of glow and a little bit of bronziness so I don't feel so pasty white. I use it in the lightest shade, which is Pearl Swirl, which is perfect for me. I just can't believe how well this blends out. Like, I sometimes blend it in on its own, or I will mix it into a lotion. There is no bling to this. There is no sparkle. There is no shimmer. This just gives you like the smoothest, glowiest skin. I promise you, this is like a summertime must-have for me. And I will let you know that I have an entire backup right over there. Okay, now we can move on to highlight. So I have a cream highlighter and a powder highlighter I'm going to talk about. And the cream highlight is gonna come as no surprise to anybody. This is the Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm. This shade is the shade I have on right now, and it is the shade Cava, which is just a really nice champagne. If you're a person who loves, you know, a natural dewy highlight, I'm gonna put a little bit more on, loves a natural dewy highlight, that glass skin look, this is your girl. Like, look at that. Is that not absolutely breathtaking? So I have this in the shade Cava, and I also have it in the shade Bounce, which is a little bit more of a rose gold, which is stunning as well. Let me just even this out here on this side. Yeah, see, there you go. There's Cava on both cheeks. Just, I can't get over it. If this is not your bag, I highly suggest the Rare Beauty powder highlighters that were just released, I don't know, like a month or so ago. I was sent all 4 of the shades. I gave one away. Another one broke because I dropped 2. I'm a total failure. I dropped this one as well, which made me really sad because this shade is so beautiful. This is the lightest shade. This is called Enlighten. My favorite shade is this, and I did not drop it, so knock on wood. This is called Exhilarate. I'm wearing it on my lids today, and that is my favorite way to wear this highlighter. Now, obviously it's gorgeous as a highlighter. If you're a powder highlight fanatic, you're gonna love it. But these as eyeshadows, like, get the hell out of town. They are absolutely gorgeous. And when you feel them, they really do feel like silk on your finger. It's insane. That's Exhilarate, or yeah, Exhilarate right there. The other one I broke, RIP, is the rose gold one, and that is gorgeous as well. I loved that as a shadow. I'm definitely a person who doesn't have like a lot of powder highlighters anymore, but these really did it for me. These really surprised me, honestly. Okay, guys, that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I know there's so much Sephora sale content out there, so I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my content. Keep your eyes peeled for a second Sephora sale video that is all about my skincare, hair care, and body care recommendations. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there, and cheers till next time.